I don't care if you're on team wins and lessons or tank or team try and win every single game. That was a gut punch. For so many reasons. One, it's late as hell. It's a 10 o'clock tip-off. We're exhausted right now. And you kind of saw the way this game was going, right? You had the lead for the majority of it, but you could never really pull away. And in that fourth quarter with elevation, which is a factor, the offense goes dry, and we've seen that a lot recently this season with the Raptors. Is they get the lead and they feel pretty good through three quarters, but then the fourth quarter offense just kind of shrivels up, and you don't get a whole lot going. And then R.J. Barrett had a chance to win it last game against the Nuggets, doesn't get it to go. Today he's got Russell Westbrook on, doesn't give him much room, all over him. He gets the shot off for the three, for the win, and it goes halfway down, pops out, sits on the rim for a little bit, and then pops out, and the Raptors lose 121-119. Just a gut punch. This team played hard all game. There were some glaring errors. I loved Grady Dick's game. However, let's not sugarcoat it. In that fourth quarter, in the latter half of that fourth quarter, he was trying to do too much. The turnovers started to pile up. What did he end the game with turnovers-wise? 4 of them. I'm going to guess at least 2 or 3 of those happened in the latter half of the game. Now, all the stats look sexy, but down the stretch, I don't think he did a whole lot in the fourth quarter when he came in. But again, you can't take this another incredible game away from him. And a big part, Jakob Poeltl fouled out with like 4 minutes to go. And Jokic was just getting call after call. I mean, it was ugly stuff, right? He was getting everything. How many fouls did he have today? 2. Yeah, he was perfect. And one thing I got to say, and I haven't talked about it to this point because I wanted to see if there was more evidence behind it. Darko Rajakovic's in-game management is not good enough for me. In that fourth quarter, you could tell the team was struggling. I can't remember who it was that missed the shot. Davion Mitchell, maybe? I don't know. Maybe RJ. I can't remember who it was. And Mogbo comes down with a crazy good rebound. But now he's got 2 hands on it. And he's got to figure out what to do. And this is all with, a minute to go? Maybe less than a minute to go. You have 2 timeouts left. He gets the rebound. He looks all out of sorts. Call the timeout. You had like 6 seconds left. Set up your offense. Short clock situation. See what happens. But instead, doesn't happen. It swings to Davion Mitchell. Fires up an air ball. Shot clock violation goes the other way. You had 2 timeouts, Darko. Use one of them, man. It was a big moment. But he does not. And basically a carbon copy of what we saw in the last game between the Raptors and the Nuggets happened again. Raptors play a great first 3 quarters, but then they forget how to play in the latter half of the game. Can't score on late game offense. It starts becoming ISO ball. Turnovers start happening, and you blow the game. It's unfortunate. It really is. We've seen a lot of this recently from the Toronto Raptors, and yes, they're 2-6. And so for people who want them to tank, there you go. But for people like myself who see what this team is capable of and the way they're losing these games, they're painful, man. They are really painful to watch. You look at the game so far. Cleveland, sure, throw it away. They were terrible. It was the first game of the year. You beat Philly, fine. Minnesota, you just could never get over the hump. You were always right there. It couldn't happen. The last game against the Denver Nuggets, Scotty Barnes ends up having to leave the game late because Jokic knocks him clean in the face. He's got an orbital fracture, and there was no call on the play. You're up double digits late in the fourth quarter. You blow it. Hornets, you are putrid for the first half of the game. You make a comeback. I think at one point they led by double digits in that game in the third quarter, but they allow a 12-0 run to happen, and you go on to lose that game by 5. The Lakers, kind of similar to the Hornets game, right? Where you were down a ton, and you kind of fake comeback it, but you were right there. It was like a one-possession game at one point in that, like the latter half of that game, but you couldn't come through. Kings, hey, I mean, you did a job, but you had the lead late. Double-digit lead, I believe. Blew it. Goes overtime. Hey, you won it. Good for you. Today, same sort of thing. You have the lead in the fourth quarter. You can't hold it. You blow it. You lose. It's been the story of the season so far for this team. You can't fully enjoy 48 minutes until the damn whistle goes. But let's talk some positives, because look, that's what this team's all about right now. It's positive vibes and good stuff. So RJ Barrett, I thought all game he was forcing his shot. I thought all game he was forcing the threes. I didn't like his shot selection a lot of the time. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Look, he was facilitating nicely, but 5 of 21 shooting, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 of 11. He took 11 threes. It's not his game. I get he's been good so far this year shooting the three, but let's go through the attempts, because I want to actually have a look at that. 9 threes, 5 threes, 6 threes, 6 threes, and 4 threes. Today he took 11. It was way too many, especially when you're not feeling it. Ochai gave you another double figures, just 16, 5, and 4. 6 of 12 shooting, 2 of 3 from the line, 2 of 4 from 3, a couple steals in the game. Great stuff. Jakob Poeltl, when he didn't foul out, 24, 11, and 3. He did an outstanding job. 11 of 18, 2 of 4 from the line, 3 steals in the game for Yak. I thought he was great. Davion Mitchell, 13 and 8, 2 of 7 from 3. You want to see that number up if he's going to be a good backup point guard. But the man that everyone's talking about, Grady Dick, 26 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 10 of 20 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 of 9 from 3, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He was all over the place all game long with a chase down block, with hitting big time threes. He did a great job. But I did think in the fourth quarter, the turnover started to get to him. He tried to push too much. But again, it's a 20-year-old kid. I'm totally okay with that. I'm not gonna fault him for the fourth quarter struggles. The bench, he didn't get much. Your leading scorer was Jamal Shed with 8. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And we move on to the next one. I'm tired. Oh, God. I thought they played tomorrow. Thank God. But nobody plays tomorrow, basketball-wise. Next game for the Raptors is Wednesday. Another freaking 10 o'clock tip-off as they are in Sacramento taking on the Kings. Look, you beat them in Toronto. Let's see what they can do there. I don't know. It's going to be tough regardless. But for the Raptors, they've put in a good effort. They've played well. Like the games have been entertaining. And their margin of loss has not been bad at all, right? I'm proud of them for what they've done as a young team with no Scotty Barnes, with no IQ. I know they didn't have, Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon obviously left the game early, but that team is, looking for a championship again, right? So regardless, no Scotty, no IQ, no Kelly, no Bruce Brown, and you found a way yet again to be in lose by 2. To the Denver Nuggets. It sucks, but we move. All right, like I mentioned, Wednesday, 10 o'clock tip-off in Sacramento against the Kings. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game in its entirety, I guess, hit that like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game tonight. Would you like, would you not like from the game for the Toronto Raptors? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow night as they welcome in the Boston Bruins to town at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes. And as for the Raptors, we talked about it. Game 2 of this, was it a 5-game freaking swing or whatever the hell we're at here? I don't even know. I'm so tired. Wednesday, in Sacramento against the Kings, 10 p.m. tip-off, looking to get back in the win column and put another good effort against another good team. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the result tonight. Talk to you guys then.